Says I'm going live. Okay. Oh, I am live. Or at least I am now. Hey, everybody. Did you hear what I said at the beginning of this? I'm looking at it here and I don't see it. What's going on? Maybe there's a commercial running. Oh, Scott, when are you gonna figure out how to use? There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm here. Is got 10 people watching? Can I get a 5x5 in the chat? Okay, I'm gonna repeat what I said because I don't know if it went out live. So Robin Thomas and her sister Tiffany are valued clients of mine. Two hardworking young women who live in Chicago, and they asked me if I would look into this Transact card that Tiffany has actually started doing this. You'll have to talk to them about it, but here, let me just play you the video of what Transact is. Mm-hmm.
Isn't it time? You work hard for your money. Isn't it time your money worked a little harder for you? A lot harder? Then break free from the limitations of conventional banking and unleash the power of your spending with TranzactCard. That's right, the power of your spending. Every time you use your Transact card, you double your buying power with a new, easy to understand, and more powerful rewards program. You see, Transact card matches every dollar you spend with the purchase power of a reward dollar, called a Z-Bucks. Z-Bucks can be redeemed on a variety of goods and services in TranzactCard's exclusive marketplace, Z-Club. Anything from everyday household items to bucket list vacations. TranzactCard, straight up dollar for dollar value. Much more powerful than stingy old school rewards programs. Ever thought the banking game was rigged against you? TranzactCard is changing the rules by reworking traditional banking fees and manufacturers' pricing to ensure products and services are more affordable for you. Now, you can enjoy the benefits of building financial momentum with our private, secure banking technology. Our spending unleashed is just the beginning. TranzactCard. Now, banking changes.
Okay, there you go. So please contact Robin Thomas. I put her. Am I still? Am I back yet? I put her email in the description, and like I said, when I did a reading on this Transact card, I was very skeptical at first, but I trust my reading, and it said that it is something that is authentic, and it's and there may be some connection with that and the quantum financial system that's coming out. So I'm not making any money from this. I'm just doing this as a favor. I've told people if there's any way I can help promote you or your business or what you do on this channel, then I'll do it. So if you're interested, check out her email in the description. I wanted to tell you that I had my first celebrity client yesterday. That was very exciting. She was a member of a pop band from the 90s called Army of Lovers. And you may not have heard of them if you're in America, but they were big in Europe in the 90s, and they still have a following today. She's no longer with that band, but that was really cool to have a real celebrity uh, as a client. Okay, and before I get into this Black Monday reading, I want to remind you guys that I've got a few slots left for my discounted readings for October to celebrate my 2-year anniversary. And depending on which time you want. All right, so if you're interested in getting a $10 off special value with for a reading with me, please email me. Oh, I think I forgot to put my email in the description. I'll do that later. Okay, so let me share my screen again and play for you this video that Heath sent me yesterday. So this guy, Bo Pony, is actually quite well known. I can't say that I really followed his stuff, but I've been told that he's very accurate, and I've always had a feeling that there would be a major stock market crash in October because it's historically happened. Well, I'm going to let him tell you.
The black horse is what?
Make sure. Am I sharing with sound here? Let me make sure. Yeah, share sound. So we'll listen to a little bit of this.
No, it's the black horse is the financial collapse, but it's the economic devastation. So we're about to see a historic collapse of the stock market. And this is the crazy part. I did a video, I think maybe 4 to 6 weeks ago on page 7. There it is right there. Basically saying that the stock market cycle pattern is very similar to the crash of 1987. And that crash of 87 occurred specifically in the middle of October. There's also another historic crash. Guess which one that is? The crash of 1929.
Mm-hmm.
The crash of 1929 was horrific. Okay. That cycle chart is very similar, but what's happening is the crash of 1929 occurred as into the end of October, but it started today. So the crash of 1929 began on October 24th. There's that 1, 2, 4 pattern, 1024, which means that the stock market has a huge probability. I'm going to repeat this really slowly. Do not be surprised that this coming Monday, October 30th, will be Black Monday.
Wow.
On the U.S. stock markets. So we are expected to see a minimum about a 25 to 30% collapse on the stock market, which would take it potentially down to about 24,000 before December, and it could be as early as this month of October. So we had a crash of 87 and the crash of 1929, both in October. The cycle chart is pointing to we could see a Black Monday. It's a very high probability of a Black Monday this October 30th into October 31, Halloween, this coming week. So a stock market crash is a huge possibility right now. So, and then that again would couple with what we've been talking about, the third seal of Revelation, the black horse. The black horse is an economic collapse, but it's a double-edged sword. It's an economic collapse, which leads to the greatest wealth transfer in human history because the financial scales get flipped. So something huge is right around the corner. Do expect military conflict, because remember, if we have a crash next week on the stock market, remember 9/11, got to pay attention to history. In 9/11, you had a massive stock market crash on 9/11 because of what events went down with the Twin Towers. So do expect another military conflict. And remember, the prophetic word of Kim Clement is they will bring this nation to its knees.
Wow. So
what better day to bring this nation to its knees than on Halloween?
They love doing.
I'm going to pause it right there. Close that. Okay, so there you have it. So I think what he said there was there would be some type of military action that would bring about the stock market crash. But I'm just going to do a general look for on or around Halloween. coming up here in a couple of days to see if what he's saying in this video is true. And I put the link to that video in the description. You can go and watch the whole thing. So let's get into this. What do you guys think? Is this going to be another nothing burger, or is it going to be Black Monday? I'm a little bit worried, to be honest with you. If this happens, in this video he says that the dollar will crash, and right now I get paid mostly from people in America in dollars. And if that were to tank, right now it's trading very well against the bot. It's up a couple of percentage points. But if that were to drop 50% or 70%, suddenly my spending power would go to nothing. But I understand it's a short-term thing, and that, like he's saying, it will usher in the new quantum financial system. So let's see. Let's take a look. Black Monday. Is it going to happen? Because he didn't say for sure it was going to happen. He said there's a strong possibility. So is it going to happen on Monday? And if not Monday, is it going to happen in November? Let's see what we get. Yeah, Cherie, I understand that it'll be a good thing. Hey, this is us. Justice. Wow. Now, this is great. He mentions that black horse and the scales, carrying the scales. And this is something I do when I do readings. I have certain cards that come into my mind. So I thought everything with a scale, the six of pentacles, the justice is another one. I think maybe the death card might have scales in it as well. So we're on to something here. Let's go on. The chariot. Okay, the chariot can be very volatile. This is the financial system. This is the old system, fiat currency, central banks, Fed, Rockefeller. But with that strength card there, let's see what we get to clarify. An ace, two aces. Well, those are not in the positions normally where I would say it's an automatic yes. All right. So I think there will be volatility, but I don't think there's going to be a Black Monday crash, though. Okay. So what I think is happening is the timing is just not right for it. That's what I'm getting here. Strength. So they're gonna artificially keep the stock market going because they're still waiting for something else. There's another factor that hasn't dropped yet. Now, this old financial system being in the past, I believe, has already been the new system's running in the background. Okay, but I'm just going to leave it at that. No black market, no Black Monday stock market crash on Monday. Okay, let me see why not. Oh, but there might be some military action that takes place. So look for that. Okay, so this will be the trigger. Like he said, it'll be something maybe where the U.S. announces that they're going to, get more active in the Middle East, and that's going to trigger the financial crash. So wait for that to happen. All right. There was a couple more questions I wanted to do here. I saw something, I don't have a link or anything for it, that Putin might enter into the Middle East, declaring war against Israel. Okay. Kind of wish I hadn't said those words just now live on YouTube. But this is for entertainment purposes only, all right? If YouTube, if you're listening to me right now. So that's a rumor. And then I'll get into the one about the remote viewing assassin. Actually, let me do that one first. So you guys heard that Putin collapsed and was convulsing on the floor and then resuscitated. And people are saying that it was a remote viewing assassination attempt. And of course, we know that's probably not the real Vlad, that he's been swapped out some years ago. And his wife was saying, "That's not my husband." Yeah, I agree with you, Chelsea. But strength, we were asking about the stock market, and the outcome was strength. And so I think they're artificially going to keep it going because, like I said, with that Eight of Cups, there's something, there's some element that is not in place yet. Okay, let's see. Chelsea, yeah, you got it. You got it right. The war scenario has to happen first. All right. So, was there a remote viewing hack on the person portraying Vladimir Putin? So I would say a yes to that, but he's protected. It looks like that person who's playing Putin is working for the alliance. He's very well protected, and but this was an attempt to take him out for sure. But he has some uh, like spiritual protection over him. All right, so that's interesting. What else did I want to look at? What did I say earlier? Oh, this rumor that Vlad's going to declare war on the Israel country. That would be interesting. Okay. By the way, a caveat: if Black Monday does happen, and I said it wouldn't, that's because the universe didn't want you to know. Okay, that's going to be my reasoning for why I didn't get it right. Just hedging my bet there. All right, so yeah, let's do. Is Vlad gonna declare war on? I keep saying those trigger words again. On the homeland of the small hat people. You know what I'm talking about. Whoa, yeah, there's Putin with a war card. And of course, we have the alliance right in the middle, controlling everything. And wow, okay, I wasn't expecting a yes on this, but It sure looks like it. At least if it's not an outright declaration of war, it's going to be he's sending resources to Iran to the store. I had to say it that way because can't be saying these things too much. The I and RAN country sending like air support, maybe missiles or uh, aircraft or something like that, contributing in that way, not with troops on the ground, but that's a very strong possibility here, and that might be the military action that would bring on the stock market crash. Okay, so I said it wasn't going to happen on Monday, but in that video, he wasn't sure if it was Monday. He said, um, if not Monday, then in November. So let's take a look at November. I'm looking for some type of military action that would then bring on the stock market crash. See if that's going to happen in November, or is this going to get drawn out even longer? Let me take a look at the chat here. Yeah, Chelsea, you're welcome. Yeah, that's another one. I'm not gonna go into China right now. Get those baddies, Putin. Yeah. Okay. So I said, oh yeah, is that stock market crash going to happen in November? And well, really, I want to say because we're looking for the military action that involves the whole world. That's like the big superpowers coming in. That's going to trigger. So we're going to look for that, and then if we see that, we'll know that that's going to be the cause for the stock market crash. All right. Okay. Now I know we all want this to get going, so let's hope for temperance. That's telling. This right here. Well, I'm not getting my military cards. Temperance. And I've got no pentacles here. You know what? This could mean that it's going to get drawn out longer, but I prefer to think that this is not something that we're meant to know. Okay. Uh, I was kind of reluctant to do this reading because, like Honey says, and I agree with her, whenever somebody gives a prediction on something, and that might be true, if too many people know about it, that sets it back again, right? And I really get the feeling that maybe I'm not meant to be getting these answers, clear answers on this, because it throws a wrench into things. That's the way it works sometimes, guys. Oh, let's see. November 6th to 8th. Something happening? Why those dates, Carol? That reminds me, we got this big lunar full moon lunar eclipse happening on the 28th. I'm not gonna look for anything specific. I'm just gonna look at that event uh, and see it, what's going on around it. Now, I felt an energy change yesterday. And then last night I went outside and I sat under it's not a full moon, but I sat under the moon and I feel like something's coming on with this lunar event on the 28th. So let's just take a look at it. What does the universe want us to know about the full moon lunar eclipse that's happening this 28th? Are you guys feeling anything? Any energy shift that coming on? Because we're in the season, like I heard an astrologer saying, we're in eclipse season. We just had the eclipse a couple of weeks ago, and then we have this one coming up, so we're in between eclipses. And this is supposed to be like a lot of powerful energies out there. Are you guys feeling it? Oh, that's right. Phil said something. Phil, Jen. Okay, I gotta. I had written something down about that. I thought. Okay, looking at the full moon eclipse on the 28th. Hmm. That's the card that came up. I said something was missing. Really, what I'm. This is a good time to contact loved ones who have passed away. Um, that's the most that's the most telling thing I'm getting from this. It's a good time for and it's a good time for like a spiritual retreat. Putting away your social media, putting and go getting out and being with nature. This is what we're being encouraged at this time. Uh, to do during that time is to go out and bask under the this moonlight in a nature setting, someplace with water, with good friends. It's like a celebration, and it's also a good time for feeling closer to loved ones who've passed away. But I'm not getting any major like world changing events happening at that time. Yes, Maria, I agree with you. It is very much like the Twilight Zone. Now, there was something Phil said that I wanted to look into. It. Did I put that somewhere? I can't remember now what it was. But I'm going to keep this a short one, guys. I'm not expecting anything big to happen on Sunday, or if it does happen, shh, we weren't supposed to know about it. Okay. So I guess be prepared for anything. Have your food and water stocked up. Have batteries and whatnot. And just be prepared. All right. So let me see if there's. Before I go, I'll open up the chat for any questions on these like events that we're talking about today. Phil's comms and Janine's cards. Carol, what about those? Oh, thank you, Maria. Yeah, I had a lot of fun for that on that birthday. Let's see. He said Putin. Carol, I'm not quite fine. He said Vlad attacks on or appears to attack is real or not. No, oh yeah, that's right. He said it's not real and not to worry about. maybe that's why I'm not really getting anything on it. Ask cards if the white hats are utilizing. Trust her. Can we trust who? Would you mind doing a general pull on Jan Halper, Dr. Jan Halper? Okay, sure. I don't know who that is, but it's better that way. Can we trust Dr. Jan Halper? Okay, simple enough. You know, this is why I don't do readings on big topics like this, like stock market crashes and conflicts in different countries or whatever, because like I tried to explain it one time, it's like trying to give a synopsis of a 500-page book with just a few pictures. It's really hard to do. And I think we're not really meant to know sometimes with some of these bigger things. We're supposed to just ride along and surf the action and be in the right place at the right time and be prepared all the time. Okay, here we go. Dr. Halper. We want to know if we can trust her. There you go. I would say that's a yes. So I don't know anything about this person. I would say if you're hearing rumors about them that disparage them, that's probably not true. That she's our friend, and you could say like if this is us, um, she's trusted. But I don't know what area she's involved in, but if it's about um, if it's about medicine or finances, then you can trust her. But she may not be. Uh, she may not. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah, you can trust her, but not on, let's say, spiritual matters. More on like medical or financial. I don't know what this person does, but yeah, you can trust them. But they may be lacking spiritual enlightenment a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm getting that from this. Okay. Let's see. Your birthday is on Sunday, so it's a big happy. Yeah, happy birthday, Lori. All right, guys. I've got a client in a little bit, so I want to take a break and relax and get ready for that. Thank you all for being here, and buckle up no matter what happens. Who knows? Maybe that Black Sunday will happen, and the universe doesn't want too many people to know about it. Thank you, everybody, for spending your time with me this evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.